Content warnings can be found in the description. What's up, you little freaks? It looks like you've caught me in the Great Down Under. Today I'm looking for a Snarlinger in its natural habitat. Would you look at that? Ain't he a beauty? Now if I can just get the jump on him, I might be able to coerce the little guy into doing a collab with me. Aren't you a feisty one?
Hey, Cammy.
Hey, buddy.
Cammy, I think I'm in love.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but whenever I see my crush, my knees get all wobbly and my heart leaps out of my chest. I can't think straight around him.
Well, ain't that the truth? Love's a roller coaster, little buddy. I should know. I just got married. But what if I told you I've got a fast pass ticket for loveless little freaks like you?
Really? Wow. What?
It's called shipping. And in this Valentine's Day special, we'll be learning all about it.
Shipping? That sounds like fun. Yay! Woo!
So do you have any ideas what ship we should start with?
Yes. Toriel and Sans and Asgore semi-non-sexual triad.
Hello, everybody. I'm here with my good friend Snarlinger. Say hi, Snarlinger.
I'm real. Help.
This is
Hello.
This is actually a different Snarlinger from his past video. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the original.
Yeah, dude, keep up with the lore. I'm not that guy. I'm Snarlinger 2. I'm actually the sequel.
Wouldn't you be Snarlinger 3?
Shut the fuck up, dude.
So our first ship to talk about is, as previously mentioned, Toriel and Sans and Asgore semi-non-sexual triad. And I need you to explain to me why this was worthy of putting on the list.
So it's an instant ass. That's kind of my proposal.
No, hold on. So, you can't just be placing shit willy-nilly.
So basically, okay, so you know Soriel, you know these guys, they're kissing.
Of course.
What if there was another guy? Like, what if there was another guy in that kind of situation?
The vibe I'm getting from this image is cuckoldry.
Yes, so that's the thing about this ship, right? There's two kind of flavors to it. I actually feel this way about a lot of ships in this list. There's multiple flavors that I enjoy, that I find delectable. The first flavor is, yes, cuckoldry. So we have these two guys who are in a loving, delectable, beautiful relationship, and they kiss a lot.
I feel the
right?
love.
Yeah, you could see the love. It's dangling kind of down here. So imagine these two in love at like a candlelight dinner, and also Asgore is there too. So like he's just kind of there, and they don't really look at him or really like even acknowledge him. And Asgore just kind of like stares as they are in love. And so what I like about that is that it kind of depicts Asgore as someone who is like really pathetic and is kind of holding on for dear life, because if he lets go of Toriel, like he'll have nothing left to live for. And I do find that funny.
But if you're shipping these three, then you're implying that Toriel and Sans are consenting to him.
Correct.
Just like being there and watching.
Correct.
He gets absolutely nothing in this scenario.
No, he gets nothing. Hence semi-non-sexual.
A little bit?
No, he gets nothing. It's always like a situation where like he's trying to enter the conversation, but he can't find the right like place to do it.
Well, that does happen in the game, so I guess it's canon.
Yeah, dude. I think that is kind of. And I think the second flavor, which I do enjoy, maybe even more so, But okay, so I was looking at fanfic on AO3 because I was doing some research because I'm like really cool. Okay. I'm really like well like studied and like well read.
Agree to disagree.
Okay, interesting. And something I found out is that people have made a certain observation about this ship, right? So they've made the observation that Asgore is a tall, big, fluffy guy, and Toriel is
just like me for real.
Just like you for real. And Toriel is like a tall, big, like fluffy, like woman. Whereas Sans is like a small, like little thing. And so what if Asgore and Toriel are like these like BDSM, like dom fucking like guys, this is real fics that I've read.
Just because they're big?
They're big. And Sans is
just
tiny.
Just because they're big and furry, they're into BDSM? Are you hearing yourself?
Dude, are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking stupid? They're fucking,
a little bit,
they're fucking hot, and it's BDSM, and Sans is like this little subby, like blushy little guy.
Look, if you're this... I get it, okay? I'm not here to kink shame.
I'm not into it. It's horrifying, but it is something that people have observed. It is insight that people have kind of rendered from these characters.
I I like the cuckoldry angle better, I gotta be honest.
I do too. It makes me less viscerally uncomfortable.
And because you're so passionate about it, I'll allow it in S if that's where you really think it belongs.
Off to a great start with this tier list, man. You'll soon learn that all my opinions are correct and that all of yours are wrong. Krusie! Yay!
So, I don't know about you, but I am way more into Krusie than I am into Suselle.
Really? Wait, are you for real?
They just have, like, really cute chemistry. I don't know. It's like...
Cameron.
When you pick the fucking... At the end, when you pick the option to take Susie to the festival, that's the only one Chris agrees with.
It is...
Like, Chris has got a crush, absolutely.
Look, I'll admit they do have something going on. Like, they're both, like, trickster energy. They both have that vibe.
Yeah, they... Chaos gremlins, if you will.
That is true. I can't envision it in, like, a romantic way. Like, how could they ever love each other? Maybe Chris
That's a ridiculous question. How could they ever love each other? Have you ever experienced love?
No.
I think I chose the wrong person to make this video with.
Look, they have a chemistry. I can see Chris being deeply in love with Susie. I could see Susie tricking herself into believing that she loves Chris.
Tricking herself.
Yeah, because Susie craves attention, she craves love, and so the moment that someone loves her is the moment that she decides that she loves them.
You don't think the fact that, like, Chris is one of the first people to show Susie any positive attention is, like, you think that can only result in a toxic attachment?
Yes.
I think this goes in A tier.
Look, I don't think it's that low, but I don't think it's A tier, really? A tier? Like, for real? Like,
so what tier do you think it belongs in?
I think it belongs in B. Would you accept a B?
B is the very lowest I could go.
A high B. We'll put it above all other Bs.
Why is a friendship to a romantic relationship so alien to you?
It doesn't happen.
Yes, it does. Literally, I married the person who I was friends with in high school.
That's not real. You're not married. Like,
yes, I am.
Don't say that.
There's a picture on screen right now of me kissing my wife at my wedding.
Wait, why is it a picture of me? Why am I in that picture?
Oh my god, that was the wrong picture. Look, all I'm saying is that, like, Chris and Susie are literally myself and my wife. We met in high school. She bullied me and I was into it. That's not real. That's not real.
Okay. Wow. You were freaked out by this shit. Oh my god, dude. This one is fucking freaky.
It's literally like the most wholesome ship in the game.
Look, okay. Yes, I agree it is wholesome. And it's not the worst. I would accept a low A.
I'll settle for low A.
I feel sick to my fucking stomach, dude.
3, 2, 1.
Krerdly! Yay! This is perfect.
I feel like the fandom has gaslit me into thinking that this is a good ship.
Gaslit is the correct term.
Yes.
I actually do agree with that. But
if anyone fact checks me on the definition of gaslighting, I will remove your comments. But genuinely,
this is a good ship.
I think there's almost zero material for this in the game. I think Berdelle and Chris's interactions largely consist of Berdelle belittling Chris. But even so, it's just fucking cute, man. What can I say?
It is. And you know what it is? To me, the heart of this ship is that Berdelle is outwardly a fucking nerd and like a loser and really dumb, right? Mm-hmm. Chris is outwardly kind of cool and creepy, but inwardly...
But they're a loser on the inside.
They're a fucking loser, dude. They fucking suck. They're awful, which is good.
You're right.
So through this relationship, they would kind of bond with their own loserness and it would be good. And they're gay for each other. Like, they're really fucking queer, which is good.
I like to imagine them playing Smash together and Chris just, like, beating Berdelle's ass every single time.
Oh, 100%.
So, do we agree on S tier for Krerdly?
Yes, and look, it's canon now because of that one dialogue in the newsletter.
I totally fucking forgot about that. You Me Festival?
Yeah, when Berdelle is clearly inviting Chris to the festival because he loves them.
No way that's Susie. No way that's any other character. It's got to be Chris.
That would be embarrassing if that was Susie. And I would not play Delta. If I saw that line of dialogue was addressed to Susie, I would quit. I would quit the scene. I would delete my channel. I would kill you and myself.
I mean, maybe don't go that far, but let's keep going.
Woo!
3, 2, 1.
Rude score!
As far as I'm concerned, this is canon.
It is, and they're beautiful.
I can't get myself to believe anything besides the fact that, like, Asgore clearly cheated on Toriel with Rudy.
Oh my god. Wait, you think? For
yeah.
real?
And that's probably, I mean, maybe. Don't put this on the record. I don't actually think
we're literally recording
but
it.
like,
It's being recorded. It's on the record.
This was a mistake. But like, clearly the reason why the Holidays and the Dreamers split up is because of the cheating scandal, right?
That's very, very interesting. I thought it was, oh shit. I mean, we don't know.
It could have something to do with their missing daughter or whatever, but who cares?
Yeah. Who cares? It's because Asgore and Rudy fucked. They fucked hard.
Exactly.
And,
I mean, there's that dialogue where Rudy calls Asgore a fruit.
Yeah, okay. Can I tell you my secret?
I know you're gay, Snarlinger.
Dude, it goes far beyond me being gay. This is Burger Pants conspiracy level, and you're going to freak the fuck out. It's actually
lay
not,
it on me.
Let's pretend that it is. Okay, so we know that Asgore is deeply in love with Rudy, right? We have that winter alarm clock dialogue where Asgore is like, here's my Rudolph and I'm Santa, and they're putting up mistletoe, and it's really good. It's just really beautiful. But we have not seen anything nearly equivalent from Rudy, Mr. Rudolph. Right? We've seen that he calls Asgore a fruit, and he says stuff like, oh, Asgore, take me to the prom already, right?
It was one-sided. Holy shit.
That's my feeling. I think that Asgore, deeply in love with Rudy, deeply in love. But Rudy is a straight dude who makes jokes about being gay. And that's the tragedy of this relationship, is that Asgore is reading into these signs, and Rudy is accidentally leading Asgore on, dude. And it's
God.
tragic.
That's actually that's the canon in my mind now.
You reckon? I don't want it to be because I want them to be happy, but I think it might be the canon. I think it might be real.
But we love a tragic ship, right?
I mean, I do. Like, regrettably, I really do. And a lot of my interpretations of these ships are actually quite tragic. I do enjoy tragedy, but it does make me sad.
the tragedy of tragedy, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, do we have a third S tier already?
I mean, 100%, right?
Yeah.
They're beautiful, and the tragedy there is awesome. We can fit that into your fucked up theory about the knights. Maybe that's the reason that Asgore makes a fucking duck fountain, man, because Rudy is like, dude, I'm literally not into you. And Asgore's like, wow, I'm going to kill you and myself, and it's over.
You really attached the phrase of kill you and then myself, huh?
It's pretty good, right?
3, 2, 1.
Kriselle!
What's your take on this one?
It's boring. It's not as boring as some of the other ones, but to me, it kind of is boring. I really appreciate them as friends, right?
Am I just like a boring ship lover?
You are boring.
Fuck you. I think I'm a sucker for the childhood friend trope. I don't know. I think it's like really sweet that like, you know, Noelle is like, Chris is the only one who knows how weird I am. And like, they're the only ones who understand each other on a certain level.
That is true. But
I just like childhood friends, I guess. I like when that happens.
Look, I admit, they are cute together. 100% they are cute together. But I'm not convinced that relationship really extends into something romantic. I don't think that they really have any attraction towards each other. I think it's very... like, they're almost like siblings. That's kind of how they feel to me. It's like a sibling energy of, like, Chris pranks Noelle and Noelle's really scared. It's fun. Like, they're fun together, but I don't think that they are in love.
You know what? I'll let you have this one. I think the sibling energy actually does make sense. What section are you thinking of? I feel like you're going to go C and I want to go B.
It is a C for me, man. Like, it's totally a C. Like,
would you settle for low
to
B?
Me, I could settle for low B. Because, yeah, 100%. The childhood friend thing, it makes sense. Like, there's a logic to it. I could theoretically... I can imagine a fanfic where it is beautiful.
I can imagine fictional world where you're beautiful.
I can't for you. I can't do the same for you.
Yeah, because it'd be nonfiction.
It would be what's called a lie. Like, it would be...
3, 2, 1.
Kralsei!
Otherwise known as Weird Weird Kriselle.
Yeah.
Weird Route Kriselle.
What do you think of this? I'm very curious.
I am a big fan of it because of how fucked up it is.
Mm-hmm.
I love a tragic, toxic ship. I love imagining a weird route where Chris and Noelle get together and no one's happy about it.
100%. I'm shocked at how similar we are in this. I agree. It is fucked. It's really sad. And I don't know. I read queer, I mean, obviously there's queer people in like Deltarune, but I read underlying queer themes into Deltarune of like these ideas of like freedom of expression and control and that kind of stuff. And there's something really disturbing about like forcing Noelle and Chris into this really heteronormative relationship with each other. I think it's really gross. And
right.
I love it. I really fucking love it so much.
There's a Shadow of Roserade video about that, right?
Oh, the Queer Utopia, the Queer Utopia video that they made.
I'm glad we're on the same page about this one. What tier are you thinking?
I am thinking. Look, it's not an S. I mean, it kind of isn't it. I don't know. I feel like I'd need to see more of it in game just to understand it as an S. I think it's like an A. I think it's probably maybe below Krusie.
You think it's below Krusie? You don't even like Krusie.
Krusie is pleasant. This one is unpleasant, and
yes.
it's unpleasant in a really good way. But I would feel strange putting it at S. I think
fair
or above Krusie at all. So fair,
excellent.
Jesus
Christ! 3, 2, 1. Spadesgore. So why did you put this on the list?
Look, this one. It's beautiful. Like, it's hard to talk about this one because...
Oh, really?
I feel like no other ship kind of has an owner other than Spadesgore. Because...
Do you own Spadesgore?
I don't own it.
Baby?
Kooky Autumn owns Spadesgore. Kooky Autumn is a fantastic Deltarune theory YouTuber, and they are basically the only person who makes Spadesgore FICS. And
shout out to Kooky Autumn.
They're great stories. Like, they're a really good writer, but it's just them. So, like, I feel like saying anything about this is also saying something about Kooky Autumn. So I feel scared.
I think that's something we want to do in our collab video is call out another creator.
Yes, agreed, actually. I think interspersed with every one of these theories, or every one of these ships, I will have a hot take about another YouTuber from this point on.
So you need to tell me what you like about Spadesgore.
So something I like about it is that they have never met in the story and likely never will, which I think
agree.
Kind of adds like a gristly, strange like nothingness to the ship of like, well, like what's the point? But the point comes in when you realize these guys are parallels to each other, right?
I do understand that. They're both kings of their respective kingdoms. They've been left alone by like their oppressing race.
Exactly.
I guess. And they've had very different reactions to it. Asgore is timid, cowardly, but also like very good at heart, and King seems to be sort of bitter, much more bitter than Asgore about the whole thing. I do enjoy the ways in which they parallel each other, but I don't see how that translates to a ship.
What do you mean? You just explained everything about it. They contrast with each other. I explained
two different characters.
They contrast with each other in these interesting ways, but they have these similarities, right? They've gone through like similar struggles, right, across these different games. So imagine, okay, there's two things here, right? One, imagine these guys meet up somehow. I don't know how, but they meet up and they have like a lot of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gay sex, and they like fall in love. And they kind of learn from each other. They learn to figure out their struggles and like what's up with them, and they learn to connect with their children again and have like a healthier relationship with life. Beautiful, right? But there's a meta level to it, because Asgore represents the heart of Undertale, but maybe Spade's King represents the heart of Deltarune, because Deltarune Chapter 1 is largely like a parody of Undertale, right? That's kind of my interpretation of Deltarune Chapter 1. It goes through many of the same beats, and at the end it has this evil guy who's like, oh, I'm so sorry. But the difference is that this king fucks you up, right? And I think that's the big difference between Deltarune and Undertale, is that Deltarune kind of looks back at Undertale and is like, oh, that's some weak shit, right? That's like a childish view on the world. So if these two were to actually get together, it would make sense. It would be like these two games talking to each other, reuniting, interacting, figuring shit out. Isn't that magic?
You've made a compelling argument about the relationship between Undertale and Deltarune, and the only compelling argument you've made about Spadesgore is the hot gay sex.
They're both so big and so good.
Where do your instincts take you for this one on the tier list? Because I'm thinking
it's
C.
a B. I think. Look, I say all of that, but they have never met. I don't know if they'd have any chemistry. I think it's probably a B.
I think I can settle for low B.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry.
If you want to be a freak
Kooky
about
Autumn,
it.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so
Kooky Autumn, I retract my shout out.
No.
3, 2, 1, gayer!
Plaster! What?
So this one is between This is between Gaster and the player, right?
Fucking gayer, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, that's right.
Nothing is gayer than Gaster and the player. Okay, so this ship, I suppose, it assumes that the reason Gaster has created Deltarune and shared it with us is to get into our pants?
Sure, or just like kiss us on the lips, really sensually.
I mean, I'd do that already.
You'd kiss that guy?
I do kiss that guy.
You do? Wait, you found him?
Yeah, I just had to flip over the body pillow.
Oh,
and there he was.
Oh, such beautiful, strange eyes. I love him. He looks so deppy. People forget about Gaster that he looks so fucking dumb. Like he just kind of stands there and then he goes like, boom, and then his eyes look fucked up. And that is somehow the reason that we've been talking about him for like several years. Like, what is that? What do you mean?
Are you saying that if his eyes didn't get fucked up, we wouldn't be talking about
We
him?
wouldn't give a shit. It's the eyes. There's something captivating about them, something deep and yearning.
I think it's very funny that this ship has ended up on the list and neither of us feel anything about it.
It's curious. I'm sure there'll be no other ship that's like that.
I'm sure all ships on this tier list are complete bangers.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. Look, I mean, it doesn't, like, suck. It doesn't suck as a ship. It's kind of interesting.
I mean, I guess it's a bit of a Doki Doki Literature Club vibe when you think about it.
It is, which sort of makes it worse because it's kind of boring, right? It's like, the guy loves us.
If Deltarune ended with Gaster Monica-ing us, then I would just be like, this is Doki Doki.
Yeah, and I would genuinely be disappointed in that. I think that'd be quite boring.
I would kill everyone and then myself, much like a friend of mine would say.
Interesting.
So are we thinking D tier for this?
I don't know if it's D tier. I think thematically there's something interesting about it because, like, okay, I'm putting on my interpretive hat.
See how the hat has appeared on his avatar on screen.
It's real and it's there and I can literally see it with my eyes. And
look what it's doing.
Oh, it's fucking crazy. It's present. It's visible. So, Undertale, all about love. It's like a very... Honestly, Undertale is a very Christian game. It's about this Christian idea of... Oh, dude... I feel like people sleep on the genuine Christian themes in Undertale. Undertale is all about mercy and faith and love. Love is a highly, highly Christian idea, right? You have love for Jesus. I'm not religious, so take this as a grain of salt. But, you have love in Christianity, you have love for Jesus, and Undertale explores how that can be a really positive, beautiful thing, and how it can be warped towards horrible ends, which of course has never happened with Christianity. It's like there's no blight on organized religion.
Yeah, I don't think a single Christian has ever done something bad.
No one has ever done something horrible.
I gotta edit that joke out. I can't say that in the video.
Yeah, you can. Anyway, so, okay, in Undertale it explores our love for the game, but what if Deltarune is exploring someone's love for us, right? Gaster's love for us, the way this game loves us. And I don't even know what that means, but it's interesting.
In this interpretation, is Gaster an allegory for God or Jesus or the Holy Spirit?
I think Gaster is just some little guy who really wants a kiss.
Well, I can't argue with you there. He does get a lot of kisses from me on the nightly. But I think I do... I understand where you're coming from about the Christian themes because, I mean, from Deltarune's... small town church culture, you can clearly see that Toby probably was raised in like a Christian environment as well. So 100%. I don't doubt what you're saying.
And I don't know. It kind of annoys me. Like some people play it down. It's like, oh, it's just kind of like imagery. It's not, man. There's like, it goes deep, dude. It goes fucking deep. And I think it's interesting and weird. But anyway, Gaster, I think it's C tier. I don't think it's C tier on the level of the ship being interesting, but I think it's C tier on the level of the thematic implications of the ship being interesting.
Fuck it. We ball. Put it in C tier.
Feels good to win, dude. Feels good to get my fucking way once in a freaking while.
3, 2, 1. Krusielle.
Huh.
Krusielle.
What is your interpretation of this image? What do you think's going on?
You did a great job with that one.
What do you think? What do you think?
So it seems to me like you think the dynamic of the ship is that Susie and Chris constantly bully Noelle.
Sure, but physically, what do you think is happening?
They're somersaulting.
So,
what do you want me to say here?
Yeah, I mean, that's good. I think
they've jumped into a dark fountain and rolled into balls, and they're going to fall on Noelle.
They're spin dashing, dude. They're spin dashing towards her. Or...
Dude, they're homing attacking her.
Oh, what the fuck? Stop.
Sponsored by Sonic Movie 3.
Sonic Movie 4. Sonic Movie 3.
That's when this video is going to come out?
Yeah, it's going to take a while. It's a heavy editing process for this one. Look, I could talk all day about this image and how it kind of looks like they're vibrating in the air and it's like causing psychic damage to Noelle, which I enjoy. But that's not why we're here. That's not why we're here.
The idea that they're not moving towards her, they're just floating there.
Isn't that good?
That's really good.
Anyway, this isn't about my beautiful artistic capabilities. What do you think of Krusielle? What do you think?
I think that as a fan of Krusie and Kriselle and Suselle, that this is just the way to get my way. The way to get my way?
The way to get your way?
I guess that's how I'm wording it.
That sounds really disturbing. That's really...
This is how I win.
What is interesting about the dynamic between these three? Like, what is special about it? You know, okay, so like obviously these two, like the pairs of these characters are interesting. Why three of them at once? It's like, why three?
That is where my argument falters a bit.
That's the thing, right? And I don't know if it's just my inability to imagine polyamorous relationships. I haven't been in like a polyamorous thing before. Why are there...
What a tease that is.
Oh my god. I'll do a story time later. Why are there three? Like, why three? What's the point?
I actually am the same way. It's hard to actually conceptualize a poly ship without having been in a poly relationship.
Yeah 100%.
Holy shit, ship is short for relationship? Am I fucking stupid? I just realized that.
Dude, you're fucking rotting. Your brain is rotting, dude. Yeah, look, I mean, there is something captivating.
Well, I like this. In my personal list, this would be S tier, but I acknowledge that I don't have any compelling arguments for it.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking?
Just kind of the vibe of this image is like lifting it up for me. Like if this is what the ship is, like this like motion all the time, that's quite compelling. A B? Like
I'll go for B.
Above Spadesgore or below Spadesgore?
I mean, I'd put anything above Spadesgore.
You'd put anything above Spadesgore.
You ever seen that video where it's like every Michael Jackson sound isolated?
Yeah, it's good.
Where it's like...
Really that could be weird.
3, 2, 1.
Quools. Cool. It's quools. It's fucking cool.
It's fucking cruels.
What
more can you say about it?
That's the great question. What more can you say about it?
I like this exclusively as a comedic pairing. I want to see Rules continue to try and fail to get Queen's attention.
That is interesting. That is fun. And shit, that is extremely funny.
Yeah, I'm laughing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's very funny. I've not seen any art of these guys. I can imagine it being fun to look at. I actually think this is maybe like a higher tier ship than I could ever even have imagined even.
Do you remember the line in the game that acknowledges this ship?
No, I've never played DELTARUNE.
Of course. The Rules walks in while King and Queen are talking, and he's like, "Queen haveth a new man about town now." And King is like, "Who?" And Queen is like, "Yeah, who?" And I always thought that was so funny. So that is why I think this is a good ship.
It's good. It is good. They are, look, and I'll say they're theatrical in a similar way.
True. No, they're like straight up comedy partners.
Is this an A tier?
I don't want to put it that high on A tier, but I could go for A tier.
I think it's probably below the unpleasant Crowell, just because this is more...
Yeah.
This is like meatier than this one. This is fun, but this one is cooler.
We love meaty ships here on the channel.
I love meat. Yum.
3, 2, 1.
Alphyne!
So the thing about this ship is that, like, who cares?
Yeah.
It's like, obviously it's a great ship in Undertale.
Yes. No, it is. Like, they have a nice relationship in Undertale, and their relationship ties in really well to like the themes of that game. Like it's very beautiful, but yeah, I mean in Deltarune, like what's their deal? Should they be in love? Maybe not. Like what's the point? I do kind of agree. Like what's the point?
They seem to be attracted to each other at the very least.
Alphys is attracted to Undyne. Is Undyne attracted to Alphys in Deltarune?
Well, she got her a box of chocolates, right?
Oh shit, she did.
You don't know your fucking Deltarune,
like I said,
bro?
I've never played it. I've heard like rumors of it. I've heard it's like a really good game, but I haven't given it a go yet.
I've never played it either, but at least I've watched 100 playthroughs.
I don't even watch it. I just watch the theories. So this is like D.
Yeah. Look, if they get together by the end of the game, it will be good. Like, it's not going to be upsetting if that happens, but it will provide me, like, maybe the smallest hit of dopamine
Yeah, it'll
possible.
be like, oh, that again. Cute. You're fucking dumb. You fucking suck. You're dumb and you're dumb and you're dumb and you're dumb and you're dumb.
Why would you say that? 3, 2, 1.
Soriel!
This is Sansgoriel without the cuckoldry.
Sansgoriel? Oh, shit. Did we name it Sansgoriel?
No, we named it your stupid bullshit name.
It's a beautiful name.
So I was a big fan of well, not a big fan, I'd say, but Soriel always made sense to me. That being said, you've convinced me that the Asgore cuckoldry is an essential part of this relationship.
Yeah. I mean, it still can. Like, it could still, like, functionally, there is really no difference between Asgore looking away and Asgore looking at them. Like, that is kind of the same deal.
Hey man?
Yep.
Why did you make them two different squares then?
Because of the... Shut up.
You don't tell me to shut up. This is my fucking channel, okay? I tell you to shut up.
By the end of this video, mark my fucking words. I will be the king of this channel. I'll be so cool. I love being cool.
Well, you said that with a lot of conviction, so I have no choice but to believe you.
I kind of gave up in the middle. But,
so anyways,
so tell me,
Torsans.
What is Soriel to you?
Well, they have great chemistry in Undertale. Again, I guess that doesn't make for a compelling Deltarune ship, but I mean, they know each other and they share jokes already. I think I am much more easily pleased with a cute ship than you are on the regular, because I think just the fact that they both like corny jokes is just really endearing. I like seeing them share corny jokes, and I wish to see more of it.
Yeah, I mean, that is cute. I do agree.
I don't like that Sans makes the joke about how he befriended your mom last night. I think that's crass. I think he shouldn't have done that. I think we should cancel Sans for that.
Whoa, dude. Well, I mean, here's the big question. Do you think he's lying?
Like they aren't friends?
No, as in, did they fuck already? Did they literally fuck last night?
I don't think they fucked last night.
They might have.
So, what kind of corny jokes do you think they were sharing during sex?
Yeah, so cool. So I'll just come up with a joke.
Like something like I got a big boner right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good, Cammy. That's really funny.
I think we need to take a break.
Cool. So fucking, I don't know, A tier or some shit. Where are they?
I'm not that passionate about it. A or B, I guess.
Let's put it B, and I think they're above. I think they're below Spadesgore. Sorry.
Fuck it. Yeah, okay.
It feels good.
3, 2, 1.
Sweet and
KK. Why have you included this on the list?
Why have I?
What possessed you to do this?
I think it's really good. I just think it's so good. So basically,
I think this is like if you shipped like Hitler and two more Hitlers.
Really?
Basically.
You think these guys are equivalent to Hitler and please explain that worldview?
They're the Hitlers of Deltarune. They're the Axis powers of Deltarune.
They're the Axis.
This is like shipping Germany and Italy and Japan.
Wow, I don't get that. I don't get history. I think it's more like shipping 3 pieces of furniture together, but it's like 3 pieces of furniture you don't want anymore, and so like having them in the same like Facebook Marketplace listing is actually really convenient because you get rid of them both. Like you get rid of them all at the same time.
See, I think this is like shipping Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg.
You think these guys are like the devil? Like that's your deal? You think they're
I
really
think they're
evil?
the worst character. I think they need to fucking die.
Well, look, we can quietly make them love each other and then go fuck off. They can do fucking Evangelion together and die and rot.
in D tier.
Yeah.
Can we make a lower tier than D real quick?
I would be very happy to. So that's nice.
All right, that's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, do we want to say anything more about, like, they just suck as characters. They're really boring. They don't do anything.
No, I mean, let me like be serious for a second in case there are like any like real sweet cap and cakes truthers out there. I just don't like them very much. I think they're not very funny and they take up too much space on the soundtrack.
I agree, and their music is bad.
Are you like the same flavor of like obsessed as I am, where like when you're listening to the soundtrack you can't skip any songs or else you're a fake fan?
No, I'm like stronger willed than you.
All right, next ship. 3, 2, 1,
Catelle.
Now, I have seen a lot of love for this ship from Cerise on Twitter exclusively.
Cerise. I know the name.
She makes good art.
Okay. I'm listening.
So Caddy has these lines about how Noelle is the light and that Chris needs to protect her. And I think there's just like this culture of really focusing in on those lines and being like, Caddy has such a fucking one-sided crush on Noelle. It's insane.
That is beautiful. That is actually beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And look, it works in a similar way to the way that Noelle and Susie works, because Susie and Caddy are both kind of like goth, kind of emo-looking women. And so
sure, you'd think that Noelle would be into it.
You would think, and that's interesting. I think the difference is that Caddy is not scary and Susie is terrifying.
True. Caddy's more like mall goth.
Yes, right? More goth. Yeah, I do enjoy the idea of an unrequited ship between these two.
Yeah, I'm into it way more if Noelle doesn't reciprocate.
Yes, 100%, because that's sad, and Caddy deserves love. I think Caddy does. And I like the idea of a relationship where, you know, maybe they get into a relationship, but it's only because Noelle just kind of wants to be in love with someone and wants to be in a relationship. Like I think what's interesting. Okay, put my hat back on. Put it back on.
Wow, look at that.
It's real. It's visible.
It's a different hat this time.
It's doing a crazy thing, and it's like fucked up, dude.
Hold on. I don't know how to edit that. You gotta stop it.
It's like a kaleidoscopic pattern, but it's not through like a VFX effect. It's like drawn. It's like drawn on the screen.
No.
I love videos. What I like about this ship is that, okay, look at Noelle. Noelle has there's this like dichotomy within Noelle of like, okay, she wants to be protected, but she also wants to be in danger, right? And I think that being protected for Noelle is symbolically associated with coldness, right? It's being frozen, right? Like being held in someone's embrace is kind of the vibe. Whereas Susie is like hot and fiery, right? And so for Noelle to get into this relationship with Caddy, it's something that she desires, it's something that she wants, but it's not something that she needs, right? And so by kind of entering into this relationship, Noelle can kind of discover that, and kind of Caddy can maybe learn to respect herself a little bit more, you know, like appreciate when someone isn't like into her and kind of accept that, you know?
I think like the amount of thinking you've done about Caddy's character
given
is really
that she has like 5 lines.
And I mean that completely seriously. She has like a very limited amount of lines, and they're all like one word.
I think
long.
I've just known like a lot of like very cool people like Caddy, and so I respect her a lot. I think she's very cool.
Fair enough. I was moved by your words about this. I think I rescind this to where you want to place it on the tier list. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Torgor. So is this only on the list to be put in D tier? Do you think there's any sort of future for Toriel and Asgore?
I think this is like a multi-stage situation. I think Asgore needs to have a fling with Rudy or something, and then learn something from them, and then go back to Toriel and be like, hey, I've like actually changed. I won't be like a weirdo anymore. Yeah,
but at this point, Toriel and Sans are already married.
At what point?
There's already like a bone goat baby running around by the time Asgore has undergone the necessary character development.
I think this is after the divorce, and then they get back together, right?
You think they get back together? That's crazy.
I can imagine a potential story where that happens after Asgore learns from someone else, and then he goes back to Toriel. And look, I don't think Toriel is totally innocent either. I think Toriel is quite stubborn.
She's very vindictive.
Very vindictive. And so getting back into a relationship with Asgore, like maybe she has a fling with someone, maybe she has a fling with Sans or something, and then basically they're just using other people as their toys to learn from, and then they get back together and it's beautiful.
I don't know. I think I'm more a fan of a divorce that just stays divorced, and saying that out loud feels very strange. Well, here's where I'm at. I think that a story where two people learn they are not compatible for each other is more interesting than a story where... Well, I don't know. The way you proposed it is pretty interesting, actually. But I just have no desire to see this happen in the game.
Look, I have no desire to see it happen in the game. I think it would be boring. But...
Maybe it's a C tier, then?
Honestly, yeah. It's not D tier. Like, it is something new, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's...
Something old, something new, something
old.
Borrowed, something...
Teach a dog new
blue.
Tricks, make him...
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Dude, I say that all the time. Above
Okay,
Gaster or below Gaster.
Let's put it above Gaster. Your magic funny words changed my heart. 3, 2, 1, shovel! I'll put like a PNG of a shovel on screen.
No, you won't. You're not even that
Fuck
good at
you,
editing.
yeah, I will.
I dare you to add a shovel, dude.
I will. I'd put 5 of them, dude.
What? Dude, I'm freaking the
And they're
fuck
all
out.
different PNGs.
And now I have like a hat again, and it says I'm cool on it. Wow.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. My hot take is that I think they are way more compelling exes than Spampton and Jevil ever were.
Here's my hotter take. I don't even think they're compelling exes. I don't think they're compelling full stop.
You don't think there's a cool story to be told? The fact that Sham had to lock Jevil up when he lost his mind? It's like a fucking tragic love story.
There's a cool story to be told, but I cannot imagine it being with these characters. Like Sham is... What is Sham? Is nothing...
Do you think that Sham won't eventually be important?
What I deeply want is for anything from Chapter 1 to be important. Here's my hot take.
So true.
Here's my hot take. I think Chapter 1's kind of like a little boring. I think it's kind of a boring... Like, it's good, but it's boring. Like, and I don't know.
When it first came out, it had like the novelty of being a new Toby Fox release.
Oh, dude.
But Chapter 2 is just... It is way better in every
way better.
way.
Way fucking better.
Real talk, though, I wish Lancer was still important.
He exists. Yeah, he's in your pocket.
Yeah, I fucking love Lancer's the best thing about Chapter 1 for me.
He is good. And look, there's a lot more DELTARUNE to go. Maybe there'll be more of Lancer. Maybe there'll be more of Sham.
You know, maybe the fact that we can't keep the conversation on this ship is a mark against it.
Interesting. I don't think it's D tier, though.
I think bottom C works.
Yeah, I also think bottom C. Sorry, buddies. I know, I'm sure there's good art.
Good art? More like good fart.
Wow.
3, 2, 1.
Wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, Spamvil.
Spamvil.
Spamvil? Okay. Oh, it's like, oh my god, like an anvil. A shovel and an anvil? What the fuck? Anyway, should we say
All right,
it?
I'm going to put an anvil on the screen for this one now.
Cool, that's awesome. Let's say it again.
3, 2, 1. Spamvil. Do you see that on the screen that time?
And then it goes crazy, and then there's like real life footage of...
You need to stop fucking doing this right now.
Your home address? What? You're doxing yourself?
Here's a fun fact on how to locate Snarlinger. Just go to Australia. It's a little island. You can find him.
I'm very small, and the country is very large, so good fucking luck, dude.
No, it's like a little baby island.
Yeah, I would double.
If you just like walk around and ask, someone will know him.
Yeah, they'll be like, that raccoon, that little fucker. And
the talking raccoon.
The talking raccoon. Whenever
Australia's famous talking raccoon, the 8th wonder of the world, Snarlinger.
It's so fucking exhausting making friends in this country because I say one word and they're like, "Oh, talking raccoon." It's like, shut the fuck up, dude.
You say one word and they're like, "Ah!" Anyway, we're still doing a tier list, aren't we?
Yeah, these guys. What I like about them is that they're both small and sad in this picture.
So the ship to you is interesting when they're both small and sad. They're like post-defeat Jevil and Spampton.
Yeah, they're really depressed, and like they're kind of, it's like a toxic, like codependent relationship between them, and they kind of like feed into each other's like own like insecurities and like
I can see that
like, traumas.
Do you much like much of the fandom? Do you picture them as exes?
Is that what they are canonically? Really?
No, absolutely not. But a lot of people think they are.
I feel like there was a line. It was Spampton and Mike. I thought there was something in the sweepstakes about it.
It was something about like Spampton saying Jevil cheated at something.
Oh.
And people think that he cheated in the relationship.
Wait, and they're in love?
And there was a line about they had ketchup kids together, which I think was a reference to some old meme or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, look, I think they're deeply boring, and I think them being exes is like, why? Like, why?
You think they're deeply boring? That's crazy.
Not individually, but together. I feel like...
Okay. I agree. I think that this is a little substance lacking. Yeah. I think the fact that it's such a popular ship is just because they're both secret bosses and they got nothing else going.
Agreed. D? I don't fucking know. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no,
I don't fucking care anymore.
You do the countdown this time. Let's mix it up.
Whoa. 3, 2, 1. Swatchton! Swatchton!
Swatchton!
Swatchton! I'm going to cut you off right there. This is beautiful and it's perfect. I think it's actually a perfect ship. And you want to know why?
The image you created is beautiful.
Oh, it is, right? How high does he go? You don't even know, dude.
he's like lesser dog. He's going to start coming down the other side.
Oh my god, dude. That's how they kiss. But look, I actually do think it's a perfect ship, and here's why. Welcome to my YouTube video.
Welcome to my TED Talk.
Welcome. What's up, every guys? So basically, Swatch is tall and potentially buff. We haven't seen his abs yet, but maybe one day we will. Whereas Spamton is small and also copies the kind of vibe of Swatch, right? He takes the glasses and he takes the hair. So
you would also ship Dr. Evil and Mini-Me?
I don't know what that is, and that was nonsense words to me.
The people are going to lose their shit at that joke. It's the funniest joke ever.
So what I think it's like Spamton is like copying Swatch because he admires him so much, and Swatch is like, oh, pesky bee, go away. And then they kind of like slowly bond over time because Spamton is actually like quite a romantic, like he's a smooth talker, and Swatch is kind of like nervous and like he's big but he's kind of nervous like underneath.
You think of Swatch as nervous?
Under the hard exterior, I think there's a soft thing. There's a soft heart of gold. There's a soft something in there. There's a soft something, and let's just say Spamton gets his way. That thing's getting a little harder.
So you like ships where like one is like a guy and one of them is like a little version of the guy.
Yeah, you're seeing a trend. I like when one is big and one is small. Gimme.
I'll support you on the size difference thing, but
Okay.
I also think there is nothing to this ship.
You're wrong, but look, I'll humor you, I guess. Like I sympathize with your struggle. Where do you think it goes?
I think it goes like bottom D tier, honestly.
What the fuck? Okay.
I don't know. Use your trump card.
I don't want to do that on this one. See?
I feel no passion for this. I feel no passion for Swatch as a character, I think is the problem here. CD's nuts.
3, 2, 1.
Suselle!
Wow.
Well, we hit the same cadence there.
Aw, we're the same guy.
We are, in many ways, the same exact guy.
Cammy... Oh, it's nothing. Don't ask about it. Suselle.
What's your opinion on Suselle?
Yeah, I love it. It's very adorable and beautiful. Like, objectively, it's one of the best things. Okay, like, obviously I like contrast, and I like that Noelle is a nerd and Susie is, like, a bully. That's fine. That's a fun dynamic. And I think they're very beautiful
It's the only
together.
lesbian relationship Toby Fox can write.
That is true, and that's interesting. I hadn't thought about that
Undyne's
before.
not a bully, but
Undyne is
nerd
loud.
and tough girl.
Yeah, I mean, it's good.
I am on the record as saying that I prefer both Krusie and Kriselle, but I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with Suselle. It's a lovely, lovely little ship.
It's cute.
Call it the Ferris wheel ship.
Ah, yeah.
Call it the Noelle hides in a locker and doesn't save Chris from getting bullied ship.
Dude, look, that's what apart from the cute, put the hat on again, and make it like a really fucked up, like make it taller than usual, like taller than a normal hat. Basically, I enjoy the cuteness of the ship. It's cute, but there's kind of an underlying forebodingness to this ship, in my opinion, and it's in a couple ways. I think the most obvious way is that, is Noelle the angel? And if she is, then Susie's going to have to fight her. She's going to have to say, no, Noelle,
true.
You can't have your angel's heaven or something, which could either be a really negative thing or it could be a positive thing. It's like, hey, Noelle, I know you want comfort, I know you want security, but come back into the real world where it's scary because that's where your friends are or something, right?
That's kind of my vision for how the normal route ends, honestly, is like exactly that.
Yeah, 100%, right? But there's also something else, and I don't know if this is relatable to anyone, but I see myself in Noelle a lot. I see other people in Noelle. Noelle is like this young, like lesbian girl who she loves Susie, but it's like a fucking obsessive kind of love. Like it's kind of
so
unnerving.
You're on like the Noelle is unhealthy train.
I'm not. No, not quite. Right. I don't think it's unhealthy. And I know like Jaru thinks that it's like a yandere thing, which I think is very fun. And I would like to see that ship of when Noelle's. I don't think that's actually what's going on in the story.
Maybe it could go that way on the weird route.
That would be fun. Look, sure. You know, what I mean by this is that she's like this young lesbian girl. And I feel like a lot of young queer kids when they're growing up, they don't have the ability to express themselves, right? They don't have the ability to like express themselves honestly with other people. And so when they form like a crush with someone, it is fucking insane. Like it's beyond any like normal crush. It's like so objectifying, kind of almost like fetishistic. And you kind of see that with Noelle, right? Like Noelle will hide in this locker, watch Susie bully Chris. She always ducks like her head a bit to look at Susie's tail, which is feels kind of invasive, but it's very real. Like it's very real. And I think a lot of queer people when they're growing up or when they just haven't done much, they kind of experience this kind of like huge puppy love, right? And so I kind of find that interesting, and that could go in a couple of directions. That could be like, okay, Noelle becomes more stable and they figure it out. Or maybe Susie becomes kind of uncomfortable. She's like, wow, you're putting all these high expectations on me and like this isn't really working. Like this feels kind of oppressive. And then maybe it won't work out, which would be sad, but also very fucking like real and true. I don't know. Maybe it's my own personal preference, but I would love for there to be very mature, sad relationships in Deltarune. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucked up. I don't know, man.
You know what? I admire how much of yourself you just put into that analysis of their relationship.
I am God.
That was somewhat moving.
Thanks.
Okay, well, slow down. I agree. I think what you said was a good job. Are we thinking S tier for this?
Yeah, what do we think? I don't know. It's high.
I'd be willing to put it at the top spot. Even though I'm bisexual, I didn't really channel that a lot growing up. It was more of a realization I came to when I was an adult. Yeah. So I don't have a lot of the queer youth experience that you're talking about.
Sure.
But I found the speech you just gave really compelling. So I'm willing to put this at the top of S tier.
I'm not.
Oh.
But I'm willing to put it just before my boys.
Okay. What's King and Queen called?
Corn.
Corn.
Go on, then. Or Queen.
3, 2, 1, corn.
Corn. Really? We're going with corn?
Yeah. Didn't you see it on the screen? So I think, once again, in my mind, Queen is just good for comedic pairings.
Mm.
And I like that, like, even though she's also, like, a terrible tyrant, she just dunks on him and, like, has a better hamster water bottle than him and has a better wheel than him.
Wait, she has a wheel? What?
Yeah, the Ferris wheel, dude.
Oh, fuck. She's doing well, dude.
That's her hamster wheel, dude. She gets in her mech and she runs on it.
Whoa. Yes, no, I agree. It is really good. And what I like about this image you've made is that it kind of looks like she's vlogging. Like this is some kind of like humiliation vlog that she's making. Hey, what's up, every guys? And he's just like sitting.
What's up, gamers?
That's good, yeah. That's how she sounds.
Today we're visiting my ex-husband in prison.
Are they exes? Is that what's going on? Like, what is the deal with any fucking boss character in these games? I don't understand.
She has the line about how they're familiar with each other. She asks him if he wants anything from the grocery store. She says that she's Lancer's mom, even though she's not actually Lancer's mom. Like, they clearly know each other somehow. This is more of an interesting thought experiment than an interesting ship.
I zoned out when you were talking.
All right, well, it's a bad romantic ship for sure. Let's put it at the bottom. Who cares?
The bottom? I mean, look, I'm coming around. One is small and the other is big. One is skinny and the other is big. Wait,
you fucking love your size differences, dude.
Wait, this all makes sense now.
Wait, hold on. How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
I'm 6 foot as well.
Well, that's disappointing. It's fine. We could still make it work. I mean, size and and twiddles my thumbs a little bit and then kicks my feet and grins.
Sorry, man, my Discord glitched out there for a second. I didn't hear what you said.
Sorry, I was just grinning and grinning and grinning. I was thinking about something.
What? You're grinning and grinning and grinning.
I was just grinning and grinning and grinning.
that caught me off guard. Sorry.
Look, I could see it in B, C. They're like a fun thing.
I think C at the highest.
I think
you know what? They're a better divorced couple than Soriel and Asgore in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean they are.
3, 2, 1.
Me and Asgore.
Huh? You must have watched the Q&A, right? Because I said Asgore was the most attractive character. I appreciate that you put this on here. I think this is S tier easily.
Oh, no. I mean, I've never watched your videos. Basically, so like the interesting thing about this ship is that it's about me and Asgore. So like basically me and him would be in love, and like there's a size difference there of like I am literally a raccoon and he is literally like a big guy, and that's kind of interesting. And I think I could change him. Like I think I could kind of make it like work. And yes.
Well, I think frankly I would make a much better partner for Asgore because I mean for one, you know, Asgore, you know, he loves Soriel. He likes a partner that can cook. You know, I'm the cook at my house. Meanwhile, I think you literally eat garbage. My
trash is really good. I don't know if you tasted it before.
Look, I'll taste your junk another time, but the point is, Asgore is would clearly prefer me.
Okay. Yeah. So you think he wouldn't even like love me at all, like even like a little bit?
I mean, who could?
Berdelle.
What's your take on Berdelle?
I mean, it is deeply boring. Like, it is deeply boring.
I do, because it is a ship where like neither of the like both members of the ship are canonically not interested in each other.
Correct. So like, what is it even?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
One might even say I was foolish for putting this on the list.
You fucking suck, dude.
Yeah. So I guess this is just like a D tier. Like, I don't know what the hell to say about it.
It is pretty bad.
If there's a single person watching this who's a fan of Berdelle, please let us know.
Don't say anything. Don't raise your voice. Don't speak out. It's not worth it. You're not worth hearing.
I don't think that. Snarlinger thinks that, but I don't think that.
No. I don't know. Yeah, fucking D. I mean, it's a high D. It's not a low D.
Is it?
Honestly, yeah.
You know like what? They both do care for each other, which is kind of sweet.
But it is worse than these because there's really like nothing. There's nothing. It's nothing.
3, 2, 1.
Azzypants! Yay!
Okay, so I understand there is much Azzypants fic to read, but I've never laid eyes upon it. So, convert me to your side here on Azzypants.
So, look, I don't think I know the full history of Azzypants. I know Andrew Cunningham has a whole thing with Azzypants. I don't know what it is. I don't know why.
I've seen the name Azzypants on his streams many a time, and I've never clicked on him.
Correct. It seemed too scary, but the moment I read an Azzypants fic, it all clicked into place.
Okay.
Like, genuinely, I think this is a genuinely beautiful and lovely ship. I just think it's so good.
See, my problem with it is that, like, Burger Pants is, like, the most aggressively heterosexual person in Undertale or Deltarune.
But so is any college age dude who has never even experimented with guys before. Ever thought of that? Ever thought of the dynamic that could be at play here?
I think that if he... You know what? I think I could buy that he's competing really hard.
Mm-hmm.
But please go on.
Yeah, okay. So basically, I read a couple fics. One is by Shadow of Roserade, and the other one is published by Shadow of Roserade, but is by another guy that I forgot. Apologies.
Shout-outs to the guy he forgot.
Shout-outs to that person. So basically, yeah, they're in love. Is kind of the gist. Okay, so picture this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have these two characters. Azzypants has stoner vibes, right? He's like a delinquent kind of dude, and he's kind of like really down on himself, and he kind of hates his life. Meanwhile, Azriel, like aged up Azriel, obviously, in like college age Azriel, he is presumably kind of like a goody two-shoes, right? He has all these high expectations placed upon him, and he is very like by the books. Like maybe he's never smoked weed before, he's never done anything crazy, and together they form this really interesting kind of thorny unit because they're very different in many respects. Like they live different lifestyles, but they both hate themselves. Like, they both have a lot of self-loathing going on, because, you know, Azrael has these high expectations, and BurgerPants, it works in fast food, which is enough. There's enough of a justification to hate yourself, because it sucks as a job.
So I think that I have a little theory about the relationship between Azrael and BurgerPants that I never see anyone talk about, and it's that Azrael doesn't fucking like BurgerPants.
What?
Like, there's the line about how BurgerPants wants Chris to talk to Azrael for him, right? And like Jaru has used that as evidence in his Piles of Azrael's Dust theory that like the town needs Chris to talk to Azrael for them because Azrael's dead and all that. Personally, I think it's way funnier if BurgerPants is just the only guy who doesn't have Azrael's number because Azrael thinks he fucking sucks.
That is funny, but it's not true.
It's absolutely true. I'm like, I don't know. I could go as low as Sweet Cap'n Cakes on Azzypants.
What?
You heard
For real?
me? I mean, maybe low D tier.
But they're beautiful. Like, they're beautiful. Are you serious?
BurgerPants is the opposite of beautiful.
That's it, dude. I'm using my fucking trump card.
What? No. No, you can't. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. They're up here.
God,
they're above
damn it.
Suselle. Oh,
I can't. I shouldn't have introduced this mechanic.
So it feels good to use because it means that I have power and you don't. So like Rudy and Asgore are at the top, but then these guys are also there because they're beautiful and they're in love.
I resent this. 3, 2, 1.
Kralsei!
So this is basically incest.
Yeah. I didn't think we'd go there that soon. But,
like, I understand that Kralsei isn't Azrael, but I feel like you're kidding yourself if you think that Kralsei isn't supposed to be some sort of representation of Azrael.
Look, I agree, but putting my hat back on, and this time it's like an inverted
wow,
hat.
It's actually an invisible hat this time. That's crazy.
Sure, my invisible hat. Basically, you're correct, but that's exactly why it is very captivating. So, my
you
little
heard
pet
it here
theory,
first, folks. Snarlinger is captivated by incest.
No. Okay, so basically, it's interesting because I think my little pet theory about DELTARUNE is that it is in some, like somehow, I don't know how, but it's somehow going to comment on shipping, right? I think it's going to comment on like shipping culture. Yeah, 100%, right? Like you have the whole like the festival where it's kind of implied that you might be able to like hook Chris up with someone at the festival, like you choose who Chris goes to the festival with. You have all these like relationships that are kind of building. I think it's going to deconstruct that in some way. I don't know how, but I think the core of that is going to come down to Chris and Kralsei, because from like an outside point of view, people like Chris and they also kind of like Kralsei because he looks like Azrael, and everyone fucking loves Azrael and they think Azrael's so cute and he's like a cute fluffy boy. And so there's this pull, there's this compulsion to ship them together, even though it is disgusting and even though Chris would probably be deeply uncomfortable at even the mere thought of being shipped with Kralsei.
I do subscribe to this theory. I think Spooky Dude made a video on it about the fact that like essentially the game is pushing Kralsei on purpose despite the fact that Chris is most likely deeply uncomfortable with it. I think that is a pretty interesting take on it.
I agree. Yes, 100%. And yeah, so basically at the end of the game, we're going to be in this school hallway as the lights are like dim through the windows, and we're going to see Sans there, and he's going to explain to us that SHIP 2 is an acronym, and it's kind of going to all like fall into place at that moment. And yeah, so that's why I think Kralsei
Hold on, you can't move on without telling me what the acronym is.
Silly, homosexual, obvious pairing. So that's
obvious? That's SHOP.
Obvious pairing.
Silly homosexuals in Paris.
Anyway, so that's probably like an S tier.
What the fuck are you doing? No, it's not.
I just think of the implications. So I think
I use my trump card on this right now.
You can't use your trump card.
Oh, you're right. We made the rule against me using the trump card.
Yeah.
Not. Put it like fucking.
Like A.
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. 3, 2, 1.
Madsgore.
So this ship is supported by a single line in the game. Snarlinger and I were talking about this before recording the video, and he did not even know this line existed. But there is one line in the game where Mad Mew Mew, or however you want to call her before she has her Mew Mew body, says that she asks Chris to say hi to Asgore for her in like a swoony kind of like crushing way. And I think that's beautiful.
I think you're lying about this line of dialogue. I don't think it's there. I think you're lying to me.
What the fuck? It's on the screen right now.
I can't see it. The video's not edited yet. I'm not even here. Like, not really.
You're ruining the magic! So, I think that... Actually, I take my trump card back. Do whatever the fuck you want with Kralsei. This is S tier.
Oh. This is S tier.
This goes...
You know, I can't put it that way. That's so dramatic. It's above this one because that's you, so I have to be above you. And then
makes sense.
Put that thing.
If I was as insecure as you are, I'd do the same thing.
I'm literally not insecure. What are you even talking about?
What are you talking about?
S tier? Really? Where?
Yeah, put this right below Krerdly. Right above but you, because I'm better than you.
What's their deal?
I don't know. Why? It'd be kind of funny.
Okay. I mean, it would be funny, and like aesthetically it makes sense because one is a big guy and the other one is a small one. as I'm known to appreciate.
In many ways, Mew Mew is kind of like a smaller version of Asgore as well.
Yeah, I think that's true, and I won't think about that for any longer.
3, 2, 1. ICE-EPants.
So you pleaded with me to put this.
What the fuck?
The tier list.
No, I did not.
You were on your hands and knees going, please.
Don't listen to him. This ship is his own creation. I don't know why you're such a freak about these guys. I'm gonna keep talking over you. This has nothing to do with me.
I've literally.
Wait, you used my fucking art for the thumbnail too.
Yeah, you drew this.
I didn't draw the burger pants in it. I drew myself on it.
What the fuck? What the actual fuck?
What the fuck? Are you fucking trying to throw me under the fucking bus right now, dude?
Dude, you literally... yeah, I mean, what is this?
Hey,
is this anything?
Real quick, can we have a off-camera conversation?
Yeah, sure.
You do not come onto my channel and disrespect me like this, okay?
Yes.
I have twice the amount of subscribers you do. I'm a fucking god to you, okay?
Yeah, yes, Gummy.
So I think this ship goes in the detail. What do you think? What is this next one called?
Cruels. We had Quools, and now we have Cruels.
Cruels.
Right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, Cruels.
Rulesing.
3. Nice.
Sorry. Awesome.
Wait, keep that in. That was really charming.
Okay, yeah, we've already started the section.
Cruels.
So I wasn't into the ship before I made the thumbnail, and now I'm into it.
Can you explain to me, like, what's going on? What's going on in the thumbnail?
He's giving him a back massage.
That's it?
Yeah. What do you think? It's something sinister, something weird. It's literally just like a boyfriend giving his other boyfriend a shoulder rub.
Wow, there's just something about the face and something about how it's just bathed in shadow. I just came to some other interpretation. I don't know why.
In all honesty, though, I like them as like platonic co-parents to Lancer.
Oh, 100%, right? They're in a queer platonic relationship, and they're not in love, but like they love being around each other, and they love their son.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah,
I think we put this in S tier.
Really?
No,
really. No, fuck it. I'm done with this shit, man. How long have we been recording for? 12 hours. It's over.
You hate me, Snarlinger. What do you mean I want to do this forever. This barely even functions as a tier list at this point.
Do you think, I've already asked you this question, but do you think the strand, like this strand is not, like there are strands of skin on other holes in on his body?
Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you were talking about, like, do you think King has other, like, chains coming out of other orifices on his body?
Well, that's also a good question. Like, what is going on? Like, if there is something, like, untoward is it not what we think, but instead the other thing, the hungry mouth?
So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking King takes the chain out of his belly button and he plucks the Rule's mouth strand like a harp with the chain.
Oh, that's really beautiful.
And Rule sings while he does it, and it's like makes a beautiful noise, makes beautiful music.
Oh, it's so sweet. I guess
this is garbage.
Maybe you are a sweet guy after all.
Cut the bit. Cut the section.
No.
3, 2, 1.
Umris.
I'm a big fan of this thumbnail that you made. It really evokes, a feeling.
Yeah, I mean this basically is what the story is about. Berdelle is he's always looking at shadows and is like, what if life was like Plato's cave, and what if I was really cool? And do you know the plot of Umris, this fanfiction story that we're talking about?
I forget. It's been a very long time. If you could give me a refresher, perhaps.
I'll give you an awesome refresher. So basically, Susie is unable to bear children. She can't give birth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she's unable to bear children. So this is the main conflict. Susie is unable to bear children, and for some mysterious reason, Berdelle is heavily implied to feel guilty about this, right? Like he feels guilty that she can't bear children. Some of it is just like normal, irrational feelings, but maybe there's something deeper going on. I don't know. And yeah, so that is the reality. And they just kind of sit around, and Berdelle just kind of looks at shadows and goes like, philosophy, I guess, and the nature of truth and meaning and perception. And then Susie's like, you want to fuck? And then they fuck for a while. And then at the end, they go to Chris and Noelle's house, right? There's like a Kriselle ship in this fanfiction as well.
And the story misgenders Chris the whole time.
Yes, that's how you know that Chris is evil in this story, because they're misgendered and they're just fucked up. Like they just say awful things to Berdelle, and they're like, I've noticed that you have an empty home and maybe you want children. Well, it's because of you, Berdelle. It's karma for what you did. And then it's not explained what he did, and then the story ends.
Well, I think that makes a great case for this ship.
Yeah, I think it's probably S tier, I guess. It's late.
Can I be honest
have to go
about
in 5
something?
minutes.
I feel like during the first half of this tier list, we were actually putting thought into where we were placing these, and I feel like this genuinely barely functions as a tier list at this point.
Look, I think this ship is really genuinely... Okay, look. It's compelling in a very fucked up way. Like, I do appreciate this idea of these two unshippable characters in a relationship somehow.
Wait, so let's talk about the video game.
Hmm?
We're talking exclusively about a fan fiction right now.
But it's fascinating.
So in the video game, Berdelle tries to coerce Susie into kissing him. That's disgusting behavior.
It is. I mean, I think to honor Umris, we do need to put this in D. It can't be any higher.
I think that's perfect.
Yeah, I think so. It's like a strong, it's like a good D.
I love a good D.
Love a good D.
What is this one?
Oh, wait.
This is me and you.
And thus, my love is laid bare.
Wait, buddy.
Cammy, I know I've been hard on you this video. I know I've said I've never felt love, but I can't think straight around you. Your bulbous fists, your impossibly smooth skin, your horrible, horrible opinions. Next to me, you could look beautiful. Together, we could be Snammy.
Buddy, I'm married.
You're married?
What? I literally told you that.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. A huge shout out to my former friend and collaborator, Cammy Boyk. He made some really, really tolerable videos on this channel before he unfortunately passed. So yeah, make sure to give them a look. And now I'll do his Patreon shoutouts. Patreon is sort of this website where you gave him money
thanks to his $3 patrons, the little freaks. Lilin, Joe, Irupop, Case of Spades, Egard, Duck Quack, Deffy Weffy.
And more thanks to his $5 patrons, the average freaks. Mothbites, Colton, Ellie is gay, Juicimated,
Lady Aducan,
Momo Sweet Peach, Nova Deluxe, Visible. And thanks to his $10 patrons. Yay what? And thanks to his $10 patrons, the Huge Freaks, Muffins, Void Teeth, Yatet. And a final thanks to the bafflingly financially reckless patrons, to the incredibly generous patrons who subscribe to the joke tier, which is where you paid him $69 to get a drawing of you and him kissing, which isn't even something I would even want at all.
That's V, Chaos, Tybee Fits You, and Muffins.
Anyway, thanks so much, guys. We had a lot of fun making this video. I like talking about Deltarune. It's fun to talk about gay people in Deltarune. So yeah, I'm going to torch the building and get out of here, but I'll see you in the next one. All right, love ya. Mwah. Aw, you're still alive.
That's right, motherfucker. And I'm here to get my revenge.